Hey guys, in the front of the camera here, I have the new for 2017 Kershaw Fraxion. This is an Anso design, and Jens Anso has been working with Kershaw for Kai for the past few years. He had a zero tolerance model, and so this is a Kershaw model. And this isn't only just a great value for an Anso design, this is also just a great value for a Kershaw. And we'll get into it later about just why this is so great. One of the things that you notice is that this is actually, looks like it's based off of one of Jens Anso's customs, which is called the Blitz. So I looked on his Instagram page, there was something that looked very similar in the lines and design of this knife. Of course, with titanium handles, titanium milling here instead of G10 carbon fiber laminate, and a very similar blade shape, but of course, a little bit more detail on that blade, and of course, it would be a much higher steel. Now, those Blitz that he had, those custom knives, the Blitz, I think were starting at like $3,000 when he had an auction up on his Instagram for that, and this is only $30. And it's kind of like a play on that. This is a fraction of his custom. I'm not sure if they intended it that way, but it's kind of funny how it's very, how the design cues are based on his custom there, the Blitz. At least I believe, based on the pictures. But it is definitely a fraction of the price. Now, it's not spelled fraction with a C. It's got that X instead. But it's kind of a play on words. I think maybe that's why they said it. I don't know. Who knows? I didn't talk to Kershaw directly about it, but it's kind of funny. But this is not just a great value because it's, designed by a custom knife maker, but it's through Kershaw. It's great because it is not assisted opening. And people have been asking for a while, like, asking Kershaw, hey, make some manual flippers. Kershaw is really well known for their speed safe, which is a way that you have fast deployment and pretty much deploys all the time because of that torsion bar. And so it's fast, it's reliable, but the problem is it's not very smooth. When you go to close this, you got to overcome that torsion bar to close it back, and so it's not smooth, it's not as fun to flip. I mean, they do flip well, but that's because, well, you have that torsion bar, so there's really no way for it not to flip well. And so even, when you look at something like the Link, which is a USA-made Kershaw, this still has speed safe. And even some zero tolerances in the past have had speed safe. But a lot of people crave those zero tolerances that have that manual action, which is Kershaw's KVT system, Kershaw Velocity Technology, which is a ball bearing system, which makes very smooth action, still very confident deployment, but when you go to close it, no overcoming any torsion bar, and it shuts very smoothly. So it's really nice. So this is what this has. This actually has ball bearings. I'm not sure if we'll actually be able to see it. Maybe you can a little bit, but yeah, in there, all our ball bearings with a washer, or they're captured ball bearings. So that means that you can still get a fast deployment with this. When you go to close it, you don't have to overcome any torsion bar, and that closes very smoothly. So this is really cool because at $30, not only are you getting the Anso design, you're getting something that Kershaw has not put in a lot of their budget line, which is the KVT ball bearing. Now the flipper is something to get used to because it's actually a very short, well, not short, but it's not a very tall flip. Well, I guess, yeah, it's not a very tall flipper. Alright, let's get that to focus. There we go. So as you can see, yeah, compared to a lot of other knives, like even Kershaw Link, yeah, it's a different type of flipper. So there's a little bit of jimping there, but yeah, you have to get used to it. It doesn't really work as a push button flipper, more of a light switch. So you want to kind of come over here where there's kind of a little ramp. Go there and push, and it works well. It's not as smooth as some of my zero tolerances that I have there, but this is still really good. You wouldn't think this is a $30 knife. Let's take a look. So we have the carbon fiber G10 laminate. So this is actually carbon fiber. It's real carbon fiber, but it's just a very, very thin layer of carbon fiber laminated on that G10. So you still get the look of the carbon fiber. You just don't get a full slab of carbon fiber, which, you know, for $30, I mean, that's what you can expect. Now you have a pocket clip, which is tip up, left or right, reversible. Now in early pictures of this, the pocket clip looked like it was deep carry, and instead it came out with this. And you're looking at this pocket clip, you say, isn't that the same one that they put on the Kershaw Link or Dividend? Well, it looks very similar. I'm going to tell you now, these are not swappable. And so I have a video on aftermarket pocket clips for like the Link or the Dividend. Well, they won't work because the diameter of these screws is actually larger than the ones on the Link or the Dividend. And I'll probably do a video soon on that about what you can use for pocket clips on the different Kershaws. Because yeah, they use a different diameter screws even though they're all T6 screws. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the fact that these are coming out of China and these are coming out of China and these are coming out of the US. But yeah, the pocket clip with the aftermarket pocket clips are not compatible. So on the left side here, we also have some kind of milling work done. Well, not really milling, but a pattern kind of cut out of the carbon fiber on that side. You can see it better when you have the pocket clip on the right. So when you have the pocket clip on the right, it's completely smooth here. You know, doesn't carry very deep because of that style of that pocket clip. I'm not sure why they actually changed it out last minute, but it still works. This is a really good EDC blade because it's not very large. It's very light. And of course you got that KVT, so it's pretty nice in the deployment. Of course we have little standoffs instead of plastic backspacer, which is another nice touch. Because some of the Kershaws that are in the budget line, you have a plastic backspacer instead of standoffs. So overall, this is, you know, really nice design. For $30, I don't think you get any better. So, you know, really attractive looking knife. Take a look at the blade. It is hollow ground, of course, like a lot of Kershaws that we have are hollow ground blades. You have that Anso design where it's like it almost comes to a recurve in the back. You can definitely kind of tell it's an Anso design. Black wash finish. Pretty neat. It'd be neat to see this kind of in a stone wash finish. I'm not a huge fan of black wash, but this is okay. You have that line of jimping, which, you know, a lot of Kershaw jimping, and especially these Chinese knives, it really is useless. You know, you're not going to really get much purchase on this, but this is an EDC blade. That kind of drop point blade is very attractive looking. It's going to be good for EDC, be good for a lot of your tasks there. Let's take a look at the blade length. It is actually under 3 inches, so this is going to be legal for carry for many people. So it's under that 3-inch limit, which is good. So we're looking at it's about 2 3/4 inches. This is just under 3 inches basically. So this is a great knife for EDC. It's going to work well. I think this is going to be a good seller for Kershaw, especially with that KVT technology. Works great. And this is also really lightweight. Let's take out the scale. Zero in. 2.04 ounces. Whew, that's a light knife. So yeah, this is great. And part of the reason that's so light is because Kershaw did another great thing, and that's the fact, let's take a look in here. We have a steel liner that is here for the locking, liner lock, but on the opposite end, there is no steel liner. Part of that as well, we don't have a speed stay system, so we don't need a steel liner on the opposite side. But this is not something that Kershaw does often. They did this in the Skyline where there was only one liner on the locking side. So this saves on the weight a lot. So that's really cool. So not only are you getting Anso design and a carbon fiber, and a KVT. You're also getting something so light because of the way they decided to construct this. So I think this is going to be a great seller for Kershaw. It's definitely fun. Of course, yeah, again, it's not as fun to flip than some of my ZTs, but hey, it's almost up there. It's very smooth. Look at that. Almost free drops into the handle. And this is a $30 knife. It's hard to remember that this is a $30 knife because it is so well done. Take a look again at the blade. Let's take a closer look at the blade here. So here we go. Kershaw logo, and yeah, no speed safe below that. Used to seeing the speed safe right below that. So we have model number 1160, Anso design, patented, 8CR13 MOV steel, and it's out of China. So yeah, budget steel, budget knife, but as far as budget knives go, I don't think you can get much better. This is a great value. I definitely suggest you pick it up because this is really cool at $30. So yeah, it's a Kershaw Fraxion Anso design. It's available now. It's from the 2017 line from Kershaw. Definitely comment down if you have any questions or comments. Like and subscribe for more videos on my channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.